This is a para-completion question. Let's look at the chain of thoughts here. So, greater the risk, greater the compensation demanded. Then the passage goes on to say that the principle is the core of the concept of hazard pay, and it is demonstrated by the fact that. So, what are we expecting here? We are expecting a fact that explains this principle of hazard pay, that greater personal risk must be balanced by the promise of greater personal reward. And C, answer choice D, gives a valid example of that workmen receive higher pay for working in extreme weather conditions compared to working in stable conditions. D is going to be the correct answer choice. Answer choice A talks about taking on physically risky tasks without worrying about safety. So, although such workmen are prosperous, the idea of taking on physically risky tasks without worrying about safety is not in sync with the concept of hazard pay. Hazard pay says greater risk, greater reward. Answer choice B talks about minimum wage being uniform throughout. So this doesn't talk about risk or reward. This cannot lead to a convincing completion of the paragraph. Answer choice C, quite interestingly, brings in a contrasting example. It talks about lower rates under difficult times, whereas the concept of hazard pay is the other way around. And a bigger problem with answer choice C is that this does not include physical risk. The paragraph is about the risk of physical injury. So answer choice C is out of the scope of the argument. This cannot lead to a valid completion of the paragraph here. Answer choice E talks about wages for work that is less strenuous versus wages for work that is more strenuous. See, being strenuous does not necessarily mean risky, and therefore this answer choice will not lead to a convincing completion of the paragraph. Answer choice D gives a valid factual example. Choice D actually demonstrates the concept of hazard pay. D is the correct answer choice.